Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. And it's got through. He's got on going for goal! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's played forward. Right, oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Kasri. Well, it's hard to believe, Jim, that any team has made... Real chance! It's there! Montpellier have the lead! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out.
Brushed off the ball there. And that has been cleared. Throw it. He's gone for goal! It away. He's had a go! Plays it back. Down by a lack of accuracy. And here's Dembele. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Hits one! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Good challenge. He just stood firm. Gets it, and now what? He's had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Montpellier have it back, and they can go again. There's the end of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of display.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he's very much the go-to guy. This is right up his street.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's had a crack off the post. Here it is now, surely. He can get that clear. Lasne with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Now has a hit! No attempt, it's the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Ball's gone out of play. That's great strength on the ball. And it's Lasna. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Big chance! Finds himself eased off the ball. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And here's it's Dembele! No mistake! They are right back in business.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Towering header! That's a half-decent try.
Nasri did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Battles to win it back. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Goalkeeper's ball. Lasna. He's found his man.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
And it's Kazri. Hoists it forward.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Forward it goes. And here's Dembele. Back into the middle. Could be thinking about a shot here. Chance! Has a pop! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. Montpellier are making a change now.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side.
And that's that. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Stadio Olimpico, and a shot! Goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So, a breakthrough already. It's Dybala. He's had a shot! And he's found the net! They have come roaring back! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that. You know what was... Hits one! He scored! And they're back in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Milan go into the lead.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Played out to the right. Keeper's got good distance on that. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Milan have been very strong away from home. Still to lose on the road. Has a pop! Back of the net! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
And it's played forward. Pulisic. Shooting chance! Yes! And already they're looking to run away with it. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Pulisic. Looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. It's come loose. And we hit half-time.
Milan have been simply outstanding in the first half for me, and I think the scoreline is a very fair reflection. Their boss, being the perfectionist he is, won't be happy that they haven't kept a clean sheet, but yeah, it looks like they're going to get the job done.
And the finish! And in it goes! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
4 in the game. He is the man. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Played it short. Pulisic. He's looked long this time. He's pinged one through here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's made sure that that won't get through. He's had a go! Sticks it away! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
How many more does he want? Milan tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Modric. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Talk about singling someone out.
Well, better late than never, Peter, although it may not apply in this case after a hat-trick.
Chance! It's there! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Defenders on the back foot. Has a hit! Goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Has a pop! And he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Tries one! Great leap! El Shaarawy is there and he can get that clear. Oh, and look who's there doing the defending. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Turns and goes back. Shot at goal! This could fall anywhere. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, a great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan showed us why it's so important to seize the initiative. Once in front, they grew in belief and rarely looked at risk.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. As you can see, we've already started here. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Jim, which player is... looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Just brushed off the ball there. And the counter is on. Good ball. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Tries a shot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Great leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Hoists it forward. What a ball this has turned out to be.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Goes long. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. They've played it short. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Dortmund are on a great run, 5 wins in a row. Well weighted. Shot a goal! Goal! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
A 1-0 lead established.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Plays it out to the wing. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that has been cleared. Has a goal! Great effort, but no way through. Well played, he saw that coming. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Tries to get it forward quickly. That's a decent ball. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. There's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Dortmund come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. So we're already into the second period. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Forward it goes. Oh, great run, magical! Swept in. Good clearance and very necessary. Brandt. He's gone for it! They scored! And this is getting better and better. Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. He's had a goal! They are rampant! And surely that settles it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Dortmund take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment.
Towering header! Great football, shot and save. Frankfurt are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Only partially clear. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's Götze. Out to the left it goes. Over to the left, back into the middle. Frankfurt keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Right through the middle. Big chance! Must be! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Götze. Chan drives it forward. And that's it. Dortmund are class apart. Opponents torn apart. They are comprehensive winners. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient, and it's all paid off.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Defenders on the back foot. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Forward it goes. Mallorca have been finding wins hard to come by on the road, none in their last 5. Done very well to intervene. Back to the keeper and try something new. Shooting chance! Hoists it forward. Ball's out on the left now. Crosses it in. And it's played forward.
that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Floats one over. Here comes the corner. Griezmann with the opportunity to showcase his dead ball craft. That's a goal kick. Darder. Out to the left it goes. Look at the defender bombing forward. Massive leap! Good delivery, but no joy.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Thiago. There's a long ball. Gets it upfield. And it's Darder. Jimenez sticks in a foot to win it back. He's made sure that that won't get through. Receives it from behind. And the first 45 minutes are up. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Already up and running for the second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Tries to get it forward quickly. Over to the left. Gets it back. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Gets the ball, real chance! It's a goal! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Larin. Jimenez battles to win it back. Griezmann. In for a hefty challenge. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Lobs it in gently. Good ball. It's gone out for a throw-in.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened a bit. And the shot! Chance to break. Plays it out to the flank. He's gone for it!
It's obvious that they prefer a greater cushion to sit on, but will they?
Matija Nastasic goes looking. And it's Griezmann. Looking to get within range. Forward it goes.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Larin hoists it forward. Progress is made on the ball. Where to next? The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. And already we're underway here. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Manchester have not been beaten on their travels so far this season. With a delicate ball, gets on the end of it. And it's played forward. That's a good ball. He's gone for it! And it's a goal! Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
And that is going to ensure his place amongst the leading goal scorers in this competition. So we have our breakthrough.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Half an hour played now. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Oh, what a ball! He's had a shot! Back of the net! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal.
Tries a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Sheffield have a free kick. That was travelling.
We all love a trial, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Manchester go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So we're just settling back into this second half. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Plays it out to the flank. Trying to get there. Forward it goes. It has got shapes to shoot! It's there! The second half off to a spectacular start! Oh my goodness, that has ripped the rigging.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
We have got ourselves again. And the shot! It's got a rattled.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Big chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, but I really like that link-up there. I think something I'm sure they can work on again and get it right.
That's not going to make it. Ings. Ings! And yes, it's there! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
This has become one superb game of football.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Done very well to intervene. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tries to stroke it through. It is a corner. And that's been levered clear.
Sheffield showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Hoists it forward. Well positioned to make that interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Goalkeeper's ball. Forward it goes.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Sheffield to make one last surge forward. Going for goal!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
And that will be the final act. No winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.